Now, from across the Tri-States, this is KHQA Sports.
And Quincy High School alum Lamar Hickman owns the record for the longest run from scrimmage in the Do-or-Die Bowl, 99 yards. It couldn't have been a yard longer. Brad Bowen of Quincy knew the answer and wins a Subway gift card for his knowledge. Well, the preseason odds on a Louisiana Highland softball pairing in sectionals would have been pretty long, considering that a lot of the so-called experts had already considered a Palmyra-Ellsbury showing here a mere formality. But the Lady Bulldogs and Lady Cougars, to their credit, on sheer force of will, decided to shuffle the deck, and it's hard to argue there were two more deserving teams to be here, given their late season play. So what would happen head-to-head tonight? Louisiana had not lost yet on its home field. Highland trying to spoil that first inning, though. Look at the play out here in left field by Denise Blackwell. The focus went away. Her focus didn't. Great juggling act to get the out early in this game. Early on, actually for the first 5 innings, pitcher's duel, Avery Johnson, pretty much unhittable. She gave up just 1 hit on the night. That to Molly Ross at the other end. Ooh, Caitlin Van Hooser, no less dominant early on, although she was in a jam in the 3rd inning. Tell you what, 2 on, 1 out. And look at this, great play by the shortstop in this case. It's Morgan Murray getting the throw home, getting the lead runner out. Highland comes away empty. It was empty all the way into the 6th inning, 0-0. And then it's a case of the Lady Cougars playing small ball. Starts with the bunt right there by Taylor Hamilton. Then Ashlyn Lay going to lay one down. And that, my friends, scores the first run of the game, makes it 1-0 Highland. Your next batter, that'd be Leah Baker. She'll do likewise. The senior getting the perfect bunt to go here. It's 2-0 at that point. And then more of the unglamorous but yet effective offense from Highland. Dana Flanagan, sacrifice fly, makes it 3-0 at that point. Highland looking for insurance runs in the 7th. They'd get them. First of all, more bunting. Again, Taylor Hamilton doing the deed right here, dropping one down to make it 4-0. And then with the bases juiced, Ashlyn Lay going to step up and hit. Wow, everybody drawn in expecting the bunt. A 3-run triple to blow this thing wide open. Oh, from there on out, Avery Johnson, I should say, going to close this thing out. All Highland all the time. They win 8-0 and book their passage to the state quarterfinals. Much more on this big win coming up tomorrow night at 6 o'clock from the girls themselves. But we can tell you Highland will host the state quarterfinals coming up on Saturday against South Callaway. Time to be determined. Knox County in Class 1 trying to get the deed done and book their passage as well to the state quarterfinals, which they would in fact host if they won tonight against Novinger. Already up 1-0. Lauren Dale just absolutely dominant on the hill. She's been unhittable for a couple of months now. She's getting some support, as I mentioned, up 1-0 after a gimmicky run. It's Lindsay Hubble with a solid shot here to center to make it 2-0. Dale simply cruising from the point of strength right here. Great pitching from her. And then Madison Yoakum if you got him, with a 2-run triple in the 7th inning. All the insurance Knox County would need. They win going away tonight 4-0 over Novinger, and Knox County will be at home on Saturday for the sectional, actually for the state quarterfinal, I should say, as well, against traditional power Westran. Congratulations to both big teams, winners tonight, Highland and Knox County, moving on to the final 8. Also on the docket tonight, a couple of scores to pass along, 2 in volleyball, maybe a preview of a regional championship game as West Prairie ends up getting knocked off at home by Southeastern, 2-0 tonight. And Payson Seymour, a winner on the road at Griggsville Perry. Your final on that one was as well 2-0. Well, it's not how you start in the sports realm, it's how you finish. Over the course of the last few weeks of the season, the Central Lady Panther Golf Squad has been a gathering storm, winning a conference and district title along the way and fighting through a tough layout in Monmouth earlier this week to book passage to state. A chance for the girls, particularly the seniors, to end their careers on a very high note this weekend in Decatur.
I'm extremely proud of them. We've talked a lot about being mentally tough when you're not playing as well as you'd like to. They seem to come around and learn how to fight through their bad holes and finish strong.
Coming off of sectionals last year, it made us want to fight harder to make it to state, because all of us, after coming to sectionals and knowing how close we can to make it to state, we knew that we needed to work harder in the summer and go to more tournaments, and it just pushed us all. Because when we went to state as freshmen, so all of us wanted to make it to state again, but actually earn it this time instead of just have it handed to us.
I'm really excited. I think us 3 seniors, we being there our freshman year, have a good chance because we already know the course. We've been there before, and as freshmen we didn't really know what we were doing, but now that we've improved a lot, I think that we'll be doing a lot better. And the other girls, they adjust to new courses really well, so I think we have a good shot at doing well at state.
I would say they are the definition of a team because every one of them has been a medalist in a meet this season.
At the beginning of the season, we struggled quite a bit at the very beginning. None of us were really playing that great, and Coach told us how hard we would have to work to even make it out of regionals, and we worked our butts off.
It's always been somebody that maybe stepped out, but it's always a different girl every week.
I wasn't playing my best on Monday, and Coach just had to tell me that, you know, you got your teammates, they're picking you up right now, they're playing pretty strong, and so it made me feel better that I didn't have to try and make any miracle shots or anything to try and pick myself back up because I knew they were picking me up.
The goal for us is probably to get in top 6 or top 5. To accomplish it, we're probably just going to have to relax and play how we normally do. We just have to make sure that all of our shots are fine and that we're chipping and putting good that day.